Rappers are living.
In 2017 and 2018, 6ix9ine could not release a song without it doing stupid numbers. He was
For real though, I can't lie. 6ix9ine, he had 2017 in the fucking chokehold, bro. Gumo, Kuda, Billy, Tati, all them Bebe, all them songs was going crazy, bro. He had everyone in the chokehold, bro. He was actually the best rapper in the world at the time, bro.
clearly going crazy. But if we fast forward to 2025, 6ix9ine just had his jewelry, designer bags, and even the plaques for his songs auctioned off by the IRS because he has tens of millions of dollars in debt. So how can an artist go from having multiple platinum singles and albums to going completely broke? Well, to understand that, we got to go back to the beginning. Real quick, my name is Matty Balls. I make weekly music videos. If you want to stay up to date with the latest news and whatnot, make sure to stick around. Also, a little trigger warning because there's some disturbing things in this video. So he was the definition of a gimmick. All over his body. He was the definition of a gimmick rapper. But aside from his strange appearance and all of his antics, there was something much more disturbing going on behind the scenes. 6ix9ine blew up from his feature on Trippie Redd's song Polls along with his hit single Gummo, both of which dropped in 2017. And it was also that year that he had to show up in court and was sentenced to 3 years of probation. The reason why was because back in 2015, 6ix9ine was at an apartment in New York where people recorded videos of a 13-year-old girl who was engaging in sexual acts. The victim's mom saw the videos and filed a criminal complaint. They said that 6ix9ine, who was 18 at the time, was making a thrusting motion and smacking her butt while she engaged in oral sex with another man in the video. The girl was also naked in these videos. 6ix9ine reposted these videos on his Instagram, claiming to police that he did this to make his rapper image look cool. He also said,
I actually believe like that to make it in rap, you have to do some crazy things before you were rapping. Like some people were like gangsters, so obviously they did like bad things. And when you hear this, and then after that, he blows up.
When she came in, she asked me how old I was, and I told her I was 18, and I assumed she was older. The way she was asking made me think she was older. He later said that she claimed she was, I think, 19, but 13 and 19 are way different. I don't know how that can be mistaken. When all of this came out, 6ix9ine tried to downplay it, which can be seen in an interview with fellow weirdo DJ Academics, who unsurprisingly for years tried to defend 6ix9ine from the...
Nah, I can't lie, bro. You can't tell me a 13-year-old look 19, bro. You can't tell me a 13, 14-year-old look 19. No.
Public.
I'm not buying it.
Like niggas recording, have a good time. Like, Tekashi 6ix9ine personally.
Was she actually 19?
No, she wasn't. She wasn't. I don't know her exact age. I think she was like 14 or some shit like that.
Even the title was downplaying it, claiming that the charges were in 2014, which would have made 6ix9ine 17 at the time. And he was saying that he was 17, he was just a kid, and she was 14, which maybe would have made it a little bit less worse, but it's still really bad, and that wasn't the case. Clearly, though, his downplaying didn't work legally because after this happened, 6ix9ine was arrested, accepted a plea deal, and pleaded guilty. He's tried to use the fact that he was scared as an excuse for pleading guilty in interviews.
Did you plead guilty? You pled guilty, right?
I pled guilty like this quick, blood.
Why?
I was scared, blood. I didn't have no money. I was poor. Like this was 3. I wasn't rapping. Like I wasn't on some like hot shit.
But I think that's just an excuse because he was actually guilty. With all of this being before his career even began, it's mind-blowing to me that 6ix9ine had a career in the first place, or that more people weren't talking about this, except for my goat Charlemagne.
Are you a registered sex offender?
Nah, I'm not. But I knew that. Nah, I'm not. You could actually look it up. You got a computer right there.
Yeah, I did. That's why I asked. Because I mean, you can't believe nothing you see on the internet. That's what I'm asking you. I read that from you.
But 6ix9ine did continue to have a career, and he also had many more controversies to come. Right out the gate, 6ix9ine was pissing everyone in the music industry off. After blowing up, he had beef with his ex-rapper friend Zilkami. Pierre Bourne was mad at him for rapping on the Gummo beat because it wasn't made for him. Pierre said, "Fuck all that Gummo shit. All you guys doing weird shit. Some ops, I swear." 6ix9ine also decided to diss one of the guys who put him on, Trippie Redd, at a concert when rapping Gummo, which is ironic because Trippie was the one who gave him that beat. But 6ix9ine decided to start up a beef with Trippie because Trippie, rightfully so, denounced 6ix9ine for his case with the 13-year-old girl. 6ix9ine also dissed the rapper Casanova while performing Gummo, which led to Casanova trying to fight him. He also accused 6ix9ine's crew of trying to rob him. These were just...
Hey, if you know Casanova, you know, bro. Trippie fire. Yeah, I can't lie, bro. I can't lie, he fire. He used to be so good. Now we don't really hear of him no more. But hey, Casanova, though, oh my god, bro. Real New York nigga, bro.
Bridges 6ix9ine burned right out of the gate, but the main thing that caused him problems was his gang affiliations. To try to fit his crazy King of New York image, 6ix9ine decided to get in with gangs, which really is what kickstarted his career and financial problems. 6ix9ine was affiliated with 9 Trey and always tried to call out rival gangs and basically just shit-talked anybody he could.
I walk around, I let my nuts hang, blood. Like, I go back to Houston whenever I want. I go back to LA. I can leave this interview right now after this and book a flight to LA.
That would be smart.
What you mean? When I went out to LA, I didn't have no show. I went out there. You know what
You
I'm
didn't show
saying?
up to a lot of your shows, though. Why didn't you show up to some of the shows that you had in LA?
Name the shows since you know so much.
I mean, I don't know the names of them, but
I
you
saw
didn't show up to
nah.
them.
The shows were canceled because the venues were scared.
You don't think you effing up your money with this tough guy gangster persona?
Nah, I don't know. What you think is a persona?
It is clearly a persona.
So what makes you think it's a persona?
Because you know what persona means?
Yeah,
What's persona mean?
like an act.
No, that's not what it means.
So-
It means that this is your persona. Like you give off, you say you're a blood, you say you're a gangster, you say you're tough. That's what you're saying. You're giving off that persona.
So you're saying that I don't
Growing
live
up
to?
too.
I don't know what you live up to.
Yeah.
All I'm
After
saying
this
is that eventually
documentary,
it's gonna
I'm
catch
out
up to you.
I love how Charlamagne just always asks what's on his mind. He says what everyone's thinking. He just doesn't care. And clearly that was
After this
pissing off
documentary, I'm
6ix9ine. So obviously 6ix9ine is just trying to provoke people, and it worked because he received threats from Crips that resulted in a couple of shows getting canceled. His gang 9 Trey tried to rob Rap-A-Lot Records and Jay Prince, or his son, I don't remember which one it was, but they messed up and ended up robbing 2 publicists who had nothing to do with it. A fellow gang member once fired off a shot during an altercation with Casanova's crew, who had been going back and forth with 6ix9ine's crew for a while. 6ix9ine was even investigated for a shooting that involved Chief Keef and his camp. Eventually, in late 2017, some of his bodyguards were arrested in connection to gang assault, and one of his managers turned himself in for the same thing. Then a shooting took place at one of his music video sets, and Kanye was there, so Kanye had to get out of there immediately. Then on November 18th of 2018, 6ix9ine was famously arrested and charged with racketeering. Him and his crew were accused of armed robbery, conspiracy to commit murder, and distribution of a bunch of drugs. They even used lyrics from his songs where he said things like, "Whole squad full of fucking killers, I'm a killer too. Sending shots, everybody getting popped." This is when 6ix9ine famously snitched and accepted a plea deal. This created a viral meme where everyone online clowned him for acting so hard all the time and then telling on everyone else, which got his sentence massively reduced. Originally, he was facing nearly 50 years, and he got his sentence reduced to like 2 years. And he also got out early because of COVID, and he said he had asthma, so he was a high risk. During the trial, though, another rapper claims 6ix9ine paid him $20K to shoot at a rival gang member and Chief Keef. 6ix9ine wrote to the judge saying, "There is no excuse, no justification, and no apology good enough in this world to explain my crimes. While I've been incarcerated, I've had time to reflect on the recklessness and foolishness of my decisions. I wake up every morning asking myself, was it worth it?" Clearly, with all of the messiness, the gang violence, and willingness to provoke anything and anyone, 6ix9ine burned pretty much every bridge in the music industry. The whole snitching thing, as I'm sure many of you guys remember, caused the entire industry to lose respect for him. And while all of his legal battles and snitching accusations were making headlines, he also had some even more disturbing crimes involving women. In 2019, 6ix9ine's ex-girlfriend and the mother of his daughter, Sarah Molina, claimed she faced abuse during their relationship. She said,
Those glasses ain't it, man. Those glasses ain't it, man. I can't even roast. I don't even have the inspiration to roast this nigga, bro. This glasses ain't it, bro. His old vibe ain't it. I can't lie. Yeah. Bro, from the point where this nigga has 6ix9ine tattooed all over his body, bro. All over his body, you know this nigga is on some weird shit, bro. You just know.
Sarah Molina claims she faced abuse during their relationship. She said that over the course of their 7-year relationship, he cheated on her a ton, gave her STDs from that, punched her, kicked her, choked her, raped her, and severely beat her. 6ix9ine actually admitted to some of this in an interview, saying, "We did have physical fights." He also said he was very sad about how this would affect their daughter. 6ix9ine was also accused of assaulting his next girlfriend, Yaelin, however you say it, who claimed that he beat and drugged her, sexually assaulted her, and emotionally abused her. Apparently, he stole from her, and she broke up with him because of it, so then he decided to post revenge porn. 6ix9ine denied all these claims, obviously, but based on his previous behavior, I wouldn't be too surprised if this was true. And these are just like the major controversies he's faced throughout his career. He's tried to fake his death, he's been accused of assaulting multiple fans, some of which were minors. He's had multiple run-ins with the police for just plain stupid and ignorant things. He was accused again of sleeping with a minor, although he faced no formal charges, and plenty of other things along those lines. He even got into this big fight at the airport that caused a whole traffic jam. Like, he's just been arrested so many times. It's unbelievable that these judges kept letting him get away with it, especially because he was on parole and had all these things he wasn't supposed to do, and somehow he just never learned his lesson. I actually have this long-ass document full of tons of random controversies he's been involved in, but I'm trying to keep it concise for you guys. However, throughout 6ix9ine's entire career, one thing he bragged about was his money. Like any other gimmick rapper, he was always flexing his wealth and talking down on others for not having the type of money he had.
Does money dictate everything you do?
Fuck yes. What the fuck? You're not here for our selection?
No.
I'm not gonna address nothing. I'm never gonna address nothing. Y'all believe what y'all wanna believe. That's a half a ticket right there.
But because of these many controversies, he wouldn't have this type of wealth for much longer. After getting out of jail, 6ix9ine had a huge multi-million-dollar record deal waiting for him. But the issue was, after all of his crimes, controversies, and bridges burned, a lot of fans weren't really trying to listen to the new 6ix9ine project. His first few tracks out of jail did well, songs like Gooba and Trolls, because after being freed from prison there was some hype around him, but as time went on, people cared less and less about 6ix9ine's antics. His Tattletales album sold 53,000 units first week, and his album following that, Leyenda Viva, doesn't even have records of first week sales. Oh, and he he put out an album called Blackballed that I didn't even know existed. I don't think anyone actually listened to it. And it goes to show that even he thinks he was blackballed too. So like I said, people were tired of his antics.
But I think from here, I'm not really seeing an increase in quality because I think 6ix9ine is just kind of diving even deeper into using social media and antics and drama and clout chasing as a crutch to supplement his career.
So 6ix9ine really wasn't making too much money these past few years, which would have been fine if it weren't for the fact that all of his content...
Exactly, but that goes on what I was saying before, like the rap industry, right? They seen 6ix9ine. They seen a lot of like contradictions. Oh, he's got rainbow hair. Oh, he claims to be like a gangster. Or he's like this, he's like that. So they're like, oh, yeah, let's use him and let's push him at the top because he is like not the norm. He's like not the norm, and he talks about negative stuff. Do you know what I mean? So alright, let's push him at the top. Boom, he gets in trouble. He gets in trouble, he goes to jail, he snitch. Now all this character is gone. You can't claim to be a gangster no more, you can't claim to be this, you can't claim to be that. And this is where always like fame goes basically. No one cares about you no more because of the image you tried to put. We all know that it's not true. And the industry knows that too, so they're not going to push you out no more. You know what I mean?
Controversies and stupid decisions caused him to be in a lot of debt. In 2022, there were rumors that 6ix9ine was struggling with money, with his manager Whack 100 saying, yeah, he broke as a motherfucker. That guy 6ix9ine ain't got nothing. Man, that guy over there is doing bad. Bro, I had to send that dude $20 for some gas. That's why we was telling the people, ain't really...
Okay, bro. $20 for gas. Oh my god. You're telling me 6ix9ine needed $20 for gas, bro. Yo. Nah, that can't be true. You can't be down bad. But you can't be that down bad, bro. That nigga was a multi-millionaire years ago. $20 for gas?
Nothing we can do for you right now because
Yeah,
he's broke.
GGs,
It's
bro.
fucking terrible, man. Sad thing to see such a talented young man like this. 6ix9ine had mentioned during court once that he was struggling to make ends meet, but many probably figured he'd be straight when he got out. Clearly, though, that was not the case. Around this time, he was also sued for not paying tens of thousands of dollars in security fees, and his lawyers also claimed that he owed them tens of thousands of dollars as well. Steve Will Do It, who is a popular streamer slash content creator, was friends with 6ix9ine at the time. He said that 6ix9ine said he was broke and needed some money, so Steve hooked him up with a $2 million deal with the streaming service Rumble.
So what happened between you and 6ix9ine?
Yeah.
So are you mad?
I am mad about that. It's alright. So I got him a deal, right? To play video games
The Rumble?
once a week for an hour.
Damn.
$2 million up front, and he still didn't do it.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's pretty much that simple. But it's the fact that he had no money at the time, and he needed money. He breaks up with his girlfriend, and he needs money to buy Birkin bags for all these black chicks and give away money to make his girlfriend jealous. That's literally like the factual story. I need money right now. I have no money. And I gotta make my ex-girlfriend jealous by trying to with all her friends. That's what happened. And he just...
He's such a dumbass for
Bro,
not
he told-
taking... Bro, playing video games for 1 hour. Not 1 hour a day. 1 hour in a week, bro. 2 mils. 2 million. And you can't do it? I can't lie, bro. All streamers, bro. Imagine if you had 6ix9ine deal. You just have to play games for... You just have to stream for 1 hour. A week. Not a day. A week. And you get 2 millions up front. Up front. That means you make more money after that while you stream. And he couldn't do it? This is why I hate that everyone starts streaming now. Because some people do it just because it's like a trend. They're not really passionate about it. But I don't give a fuck anyway, bro. I don't give a fuck anyway. I just do my thing. Know what I mean?
He told the company, I need $2 million up front so I can buy a content
Could play
house.
Candy Crush. Exactly.
Damn. And they believed him. The guy's an idiot.
But because he didn't end up doing it, he
Just
ended up
play
owing
GTA
Rumble
story
$2
mode.
million, which added to his massive debt. And remember those 2 publicists that his gang accidentally robbed that I mentioned earlier? Well, they sued him for $1 million in restitution, which caused him even more problems. He said that he would have to file bankruptcy to pay it and said, I ain't got it right now. This was after he had just got out of jail and was flexing all types of money like I showed earlier. So the interviewer brought this up and he said, I ain't got it. That was prop money. I'm an entertainer, and obviously, we talking about it, so I did a pretty good job at entertaining people, which didn't change the fact that he had an additional $1 million on his pile of debt. But the straw that really broke the camel's back is when in 2023, he was ordered to pay nearly $10 million to a victim of battery. You see, back in 2021, 6ix9ine was sued by a stripper named Alexis because he threw a champagne bottle at the club and it hit her in the head. She had to go to the ER and get staples to close the cut in her head. In the suit, she alleged he threw a deadly object with intent to commit serious bodily injury. Apparently, someone in the club called 6ix9ine a rat, so he threw it at them, but he missed and then hit Alexis. Although 6ix9ine's lawyers denied any wrongdoing. Fast forward a couple years, and 6ix9ine didn't even end up showing up to court, which definitely didn't help his case, so he was ordered to pay her $10 million. Nearly 6 months after being ordered to pay this, he still hadn't, so the judge appointed a receiver to go and liquidate 6ix9ine's assets like his cars and his mansion. And on top of all of this debt, he also had to pay back a lot of money to the IRS for taxes he allegedly didn't pay. I couldn't find an exact amount online, but I saw people saying it was nearly $10 million as well, so that would mean that he's over $20 million in debt. This is why back in 2024, the feds were seen raiding 6ix9ine's Florida home, seizing his cars and other items. Witnesses said they saw federal agents enter his home and tow away multiple vehicles. And all of this brings us to what happened most recently, when the IRS began to auction off 6ix9ine's personal items. This went super viral online because a website called Live Auctioneer posted a ton of 6ix9ine's iconic jewelry, like his diamond shark chain that was going for $60K. His rings, chains, earrings, watches, and even his grills were up for sale. I'd imagine they're washing the grills because that would be really disgusting if someone bought
his shark chain. He claimed that costs like 1 million, and these people are selling it after seizing it. They're selling it for $60K, bro.
those and they weren't clean, but they're selling everything. They're also selling things like his designer backpacks, purses, and things like that. The craziest thing, though, in my opinion, is that they were selling all of his plaques too, which has to be so demoralizing. I actually put a bid in for the backpack because I thought it would be funny to have, but the auction hasn't started yet, and I think I already got outbid, so that's unfortunate. Of course, all of the money that the auction makes will go back to the IRS as payment towards 6ix9ine's debt. He did address this on Instagram by saying, "1 year ago, when I was stuck in the Dominican Republic for 8 months, the feds made a raid for the entire house because I did not report my income for 4 years. And after the IRS auction went live, 6ix9ine released a video trying to explain himself.
What happened was that I didn't report my taxes for 2020, 21, 22, and 23. Those years, I done paid $6 million, $2 million in 2018, $1.3 million in 2019. For the year of 2020, I'm at $1.8 million. Over $6 million went to the IRS. Like I said, when you make over a certain amount of money, I think they tax you in the state of New York 54%. Biden was trying to raise it to 62% in the state of New York and California. So I moved out of New York to Florida, where it has different tax laws.
So now that 6ix9ine's music career is down the drains and he's tens of millions of dollars in debt, with the IRS actively taking away everything he owns, he's clearly fallen very far from the super high heights of his early career. But based on everything he's done over the years, I think it's safe to say that 6ix9ine had this one coming. If you like this video, you might like my video about DJ Academics, a close friend and, like I said, defender of 6ix9ine, who also had a bit of a satisfying downfall as well. So make sure to click the video that's on screen right now. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and even consider subscribing down below.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is a prime example of every like if you guys, money is good, right? Money is good, but not all money is good, bro. Not all money is good. And I bet 6ix9ine was not always like that in his life. You know, he did some things like that persona as like a gangster that got him money, but look where he is now, bro. You know what I mean? Not all money is good, bro. Money is good, don't get me wrong, bro. But don't go against your values. Don't go against your principles. Don't go against what you believe in just to make money. This is where it all goes wrong. And this is actually what people mean by selling your soul. Selling your soul is basically doing stuff against your values, against your beliefs, for something in return. That's basically like saying, "Oh, fuck me, I don't." Do you know what I mean? So guys, not all money is good money, man. Hey, not all money is good money, man. But yeah, man, that was actually a cool little video, cool little documentary. What time is it? 1:30. Oh, in 2 minutes, it's going to be 3 hours. 3 hours on stream in 2 minutes. So, the tragic downfall of Kodak Black. Oh, I need to react to that, bro. Tragic downfall of Kodak Black. This is another one, bro. Another rapper fucking damaged by drugs, bro. Save to watch later. Let's see, he got 2 million to play games once a week for an hour and couldn't commit to that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that is so dumb. Someone saying 6ix9ine joining the Squid Games to pay his debt. Yo, I can't lie, 6ix9ine, bro. The only option out of this is to join Squid Game, bro, to pay your debts. Cause, bro, what else are you gonna do? What else are you gonna do to pay your debt, bro? You're gonna be fucked. Just go into Squid Game, hope that you win, and then you come back out, and then you can flex your money, bro. Flex your money, make the craziest comeback ever. Oh my god, that's the funniest thing I've heard.